GDQ, how we doing tonight? Hello, everyone. Hello, Twitch chat. Hello, YouTube chat. Hello, Pittsburgh. My name is Oh Hey, it's Kara. Let's just go for Kara for short. We are so close to that final run of the marathon, that incredible Pokemon Emerald Pick My Main run. Folks, once this run starts, you are going to be glued to your screen for the rest of the event. So now is the time to stretch, pee, pet your cat, do whatever you got to do. Now is the time, and then in a few minutes, come back and we'll get locked in for the finale. We'll see you soon. I know I always say this, but I love this crowd so much. I have been in the crowd a lot this week. I've been back here a lot this week, and everyone has been having the best time, whether it's watching blindfolded runs or 70-person relay races or trucks doing things that trucks were never designed to do, but must do what trucks do. This has been such an amazing week, and we have raised already over $2 million for PCF, and we are not stopping. We're not slowing down. We're speeding up, folks. This is going to be such an amazing finale for such an amazing week. And already, I know that last run of Silksong hyped y'all up. Of course it did. It was amazing. And who doesn't love some Silksong? We had so many more donations for Silksong than we ever could have hoped to get to. But I did just want to shout out everyone who wrote in for that amazing run. All the Shaws, the Adinas. I don't think I'm good enough to do the Shaw right now, and I'm saving my voice for the Pokemon voices, I think. We got a donation of $5 from Shiny Misty, and you won't believe it, I just lost track of it, which is a great way to start. Thank you. I am a big fan of the woos, especially when I'm making a mistake. Well, Shiny Misty, you did donate, and I am grateful, so thank you. What a great start. We also have $250 from Corn Chip Warrior. Hi, GDQ. Don't forget to check to see if your employer does donation matching. It's like a real-life speed glitch to helping fight cancer. Also, a huge thanks to the entire crew behind the scenes that keeps everything running. You are all the greatest. Can we give it up for the backstage crew, y'all? Every time I come back to this event, I am amazed at the work that these folks do back here. We've had live concerts up here. We had 70 people run one game earlier today, which that doesn't feel like earlier today. I feel like I've been here all my life, and it's a very good feeling. We also have $250 from Sean Chiplock, who says, Mr. Rogers famously said, look for the helpers. And it's incredible to see so many helpers joining tonight to raise money for an awesome cause. A huge congratulations to all the runners and staff. Let's keep fighting until cancer is beaten for good. Thank you, Sean. We are already over $2 million, creeping closer to $2,050,000. And y'all, I know you just heard about it, but I'm gonna tell you again, and you know what, a little later, I'll tell you again, that we have another milestone for 2.2 million, which will unlock shiny only mode for this Pokemon Emerald Marathon event. No, that's not true. I caught a shiny Rattata once. I was about to tell you a sad story about how I've never caught a shiny Pokemon. Once I caught a Rattata, and it's the only time I've ever kept a Rattata and Eradicate in my party in any Pokemon run because I was so in love with them. We all, I think, Pokemon lovers amongst us, we all love shinies, and even if you're a skilled shiny hunter, they're still tough to find. We could have nothing but shiny Pokemon. We are $146,000 away. I know we can do it. Let's get those shiny Pokemon. And as I am every event, I am amazed by these adorable Pokemon prizes that we just saw. The Bulbasaur, the Charizard, the Totodile Perler. Remember that all you gotta do is get in a donation of $25 to be eligible for that Pikachu plush, $25 to be eligible for that plush Charizard Amigurumi. And hey, if you liked that Totodile Perler, all you gotta do is donate $5. $5, that's all it takes. Welcome back, or if you are just now joining us for the first time, welcome to Awesome Games Done Quick 2026. We are here at the end of an amazing week for one more incredible run. Are y'all excited for some Pokemon? That's the easiest question to ask. I love that, because who doesn't love Pokemon? I am so excited that we're ending this week with such a great run, with such a great game, with such a great runner. But I would be lying if I said I'm not a little sad to be ending the week at all. This has been such an incredible event. It's only been 7 days. It feels so much longer because so many incredible things have happened. I have talked to and met so many amazing people, and I know all of you have as well. So before we jump into that finale run of Pokemon Emerald, let's take a look back on the week that we have had.
Yeah, this would be AGDQ 2014. The highest total raised by a GDQ before that one was about 448,000 at AGDQ 2013. Back then, I mean, GDQ wasn't a company yet. I mean, it was still just kind of friends who had originally just gotten together at another friend's home.
Porxel and I have been around for a long time, going on Speed Demos archive forums back in like the 2000s. And we were just excited anytime a forum post would pop up to say, hey, I just figured out this new speedrun strat. You'll find out in 8 months once it gets uploaded to the website. I think for a lot of us, we were truly just a bunch of friends getting together to play video games, to showcase speedrunning, this weird niche hobby in gaming that we thought was super interesting. And hey, why not give a little bit back to people? If we raise a couple $100, a couple $1,000, that's really, really cool. There was the first one I ever went to was Summer Games Done Quick, 2011, bless Essentia's heart. There were 25 of us and raised $21,000. And thinking like, I go to events today that would have a hard time raising that much money. So where did that come from?
Well, the run was the finale for Awesome Games Done Quick 2014, which was Chrono Trigger, run by our good friend Abda Jr., who had only been running the game himself for less than a year at that point.
Yeah,
too.
He had just picked it up in 2013.
Mm-hmm. Abda, the runner, was in the middle, and then we were on his sides, basically.
Yeah, we were the Tweedledum and the Tweedledee, so yeah. At the end of the day, RPG speedruns, we're a niche within a niche, right? So there's like the three of us sitting on the couch and maybe a group of a dozen people maximum sitting right behind us who are, yeah, let's see the finale. I love Chrono Trigger. And then slowly but surely, I hear more and more chit chat going on. And we're looking back and we're realizing everybody is flooding in. Yeah. Everybody wants to be there for this moment.
I mean, I just remember just kind of being around at the hotel too, and just hearing some people just wondering, can we do $1 million? Kind of in the last few days of that event. And usually the response to that was, that's a lot of money.
Our community's not big enough. We don't have enough pull necessarily.
I was really proud and happy that that the 1 million happened, but also that it didn't just completely overwhelm and destroy Opta's Chrono Trigger run at the end too.
There's a clip I've seen many times of us where we're standing up and Mike Uyama comes in, we're all hugging, and there's probably a lot of people who think that was us hitting 1 million is what that pop off was. I remember us popping off at the final wonder shot. Anyone who doesn't know, we're gonna be nerds for a second. From Luca, it's a very random amount of damage that this weapon can deal.
It can do 50 to 3,500 basically.
Purely for the fun of it, for the meme, whatever you want to say about it, the final shot, he takes it, Lavos, the final boss of Chrono Trigger, is down to its last bit of health, and he shoots it, and it hits for a big amount of damage, and it gets the final hit, this absolutely absurd thing in the game context, and we're popping off. So there was this beautiful, I think, melding of we are excited about the good we're doing for humanity, but we also never lost track of kind of initially that us just wanting to hang out and play video games and achieve these really cool things.
And do goofy things with them too.
100%. You know, we've seen it a lot over the last 12 or so years of GDQ, where you see those, it feels like people just coming out like cockroaches, just coming out of the woodworks, coming out of the walls and saying, no, I'm here, and I can't give you $10,000. I can't give you $1,000, $100, but I can give you $5. And slowly but surely, it was like the first time we ever saw that genuine hype that everybody said, we are going to work together to raise $1 million. It was an uncontrollable train that didn't need a conductor. It was like, no matter what we did, it was going down this path. But none of us in our wildest dreams, even walking up to that Chrono Trigger run, the final 1% of this week-long event, none of us were thinking $1 million. A lot of our passion for why we're here and why we are doing all of this. And there's absolutely people back there who are like, I'm here to do a speed run, to showcase what me and my community have been able to put together and practice over the years. A lot of people back there are saying, hey, I just want to do whatever I can, whatever amount of money it is. If I can raise a few extra dollars for people that need help, that's awesome.
I never in a million years would I have imagined that we'd be still doing this 15-ish years later at the scale we are now when I signed up to go for the first time. And these events take literally hundreds of people contributing to them, and like probably I'd say like 80+% of it is stuff you never see from watching the broadcast too. All of that goes towards that absurd number of dollars of charity donations raised at the end of the week too.
And if you are looking for a community, I would not give back the last 15 years of my life for the world.
I wouldn't want to know what my life would be like without Games Done Quick and the speedrun community being part of it.
Okay, so usually I start crying at the end of finale, but I guess we're speedrunning crying now. That's fine, I'm okay. Oh my gosh, we are doing this together, folks. This whole thing has been us doing it all together. And folks, there are so many of you coming together to bid on this Pick My Main bid war. Right now, that bid war has already raised over $100,000 for PCF. And folks, right now, it's a pretty tight race at the top. Magikarp's in the lead with $27,801. Why not $27,710? That is incredible that up in the 27,000s, right now, there's less than $100. No, Why Not is now in the lead. And folks, I can tell you, I am looking at these donations. A lot of folks, a lot of enthusiasm for Pokemon. A lot of folks, a lot of enthusiasm for torturing ADEF. And I love to see it. We've got $10 from our favorite Why Not, who says, why not, why not? I can't think of a single reason. We also have some messages from some old friends. We have $5 from the Ditto from GDQX, who says, hey, I heard we're doing this Pick a Main thing again. Sure can't wait to hang out with my old pal ADEF. Because folks, this is, we all love Pokemon, but this is finale, this is something special. We cannot make it easy for ADEF. It would be a crime, I think. And I'm looking at this bid war and I know that all y'all agree with me. And you all have so many chances to make his life more difficult. Very excited to see a shout out for a Pokemon that I know ADEF mentioned to me by name the other day. We have $25 from Lisa, who says, good luck to ADEF in his run with one of the most overpowered Pokemon, Sunkern. And I need you to know, folks, when ADEF said the name Sunkern to me, you know ADEF, he's a professional, he's composed, right? I saw a shadow of what I can only describe as terror pass over his face. And that is something truly special. So get those donations in for Sunkern, who right now is in 5th place, pretty far behind, you might think. But as you may have heard earlier, ADEF is going to be switching up his Pokemon every single gym. So even if your fave is in 5th place, 7th place, they are still in it. So head over to gdq.gg/donate. And folks, you've heard it before, but I'm gonna tell you again, when you go down to the bottom of that donation page, before you hit that donate button, there is a button that says add incentive. That is where you will find those bid wars, and that is where you can pick your Pokemon. These numbers are going up and up. Why not now over 31,000? Magikarp right there behind with 30,700. There is so much. I mean, there is really something very special about Magikarp. I've never seen a fish get this much attention from so many people, which is a weird sentence, but it's where we're at. We have $25 from Starry Joy, who says, giving more for the bestest Pokemon, Magikarp. Scattered woos for Magikarp. Scattered woos for a fish that does nothing. I love it here. We have $100 from Rainbow Regent, who says, Magikarp used Splash. ADEF's frustration rose sharply. I did not understand that at all. But I loved it, or violently disagree with it. I don't know. I'm just covering all my bases. We also have a $100 donation from Jargon, who simply says, shout out to the hotel in Pittsburgh at 5 a.m. with the screaming NB inside for keeping me entertained all week. And I could not agree more. We simply cannot talk about how incredible it is that GDQ every year becomes more and more of a space for trans people, for neurodivergent people, for anyone who wants to be in this community, in this space, doing something good together. Not to get all, emotional at the finale for GDQ, who would do that? But when I came to my first GDQ, it was the most trans people I'd ever been around at one time in my life, and I will never forget that feeling. So thank you to everyone here. Thank you to everyone watching. And thank you to Cleo, who donated $25, saying, this year I came out to my partner as non-binary, and I had the courage to do so because of online communities like GDQ showing so much support for people like me. Just a few months later, we ended up getting married, and I'm so happy I'm able to be my true self with my partner. Still working on coming out to everyone else in my life, but it's a process. Shout out to everyone still in the closet. You are valid. Non-binary rights, trans rights, immigrant rights. Thank you, Cleo. And Cleo, you are absolutely right. It is a process. It's a process for all of us. And there's no timeline because there's no way we can expect what's going to happen next. We just saw Spike and Puexel talking about how they never could have expected what GDQ has become. I think so many of us have had so many incredible surprises, personal and communal, in these spaces, in these events. And a huge shout out. I mean, we've got the crowd here wooing, and I love that. I love all of you. But also everyone watching at home. I know sometimes it can feel very far away, but you are a part of this. You are so much of what makes this special and what makes this community special. Yeah, let's give it up for chat. Twitch chat, YouTube chat. I don't know, if you're watching on a very complicated series of mirrors, wherever you're watching from, thank you for being here. We are doing this together. And speaking of things we're doing together, we're at 2,091,000. We are almost at 2.1 million before we've even gotten into this run. That is incredible. We are $8,000 away from 2.1 million, which is such an amazing stepping stone towards that 2.2 million that we're looking for to enable shiny mode. Everyone loves a shiny Pokemon. We have a donation here from Adam with $114, donating for my favorite Pokemon, Ninetales times 3. Wasn't enough room to type shiny Ninetales in the bid war. She has the best looking shiny in Gen 3. And hey, maybe we'll see it. But I'll tell you what we're definitely gonna see right now, the finale run of AGDQ 2026. It is Pokemon Emerald, ADF running Pick My Main. ADF, we choose you.